Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we'll be doing a quick sketch of a hand drawing with a pencil, and this is the front view. So if you have your pencils all set, we will draw ourselves a hand, and as seen from the front, or from the top and the front both, so that we can cover a portion of the hand lying down on the paper. So to begin, what we need is a shape like this. Just silence my phone there. And 1, 2, then have that go like this, this, and this. Some of you might have guessed, I'm drawing the right hand, and that is actually the thumb area, that is the back of the hand, and a portion of the fingers right there. Now the important thing that we have to have first is the pencil. So let's have a pencil going that way. I need very light and rough lines. They need not be very streamlined. If you are confident to streamline it, sure, it's all the better, but rough is okay because you will be refining your sketch around this. Now around this bend here we have what you call the knuckle area, which is pretty much right here. So that is our knuckles going right across, and you make that a little round because it's never straight. And this area here, you can actually put that right out before we even start putting down the rest. So there's the thumb. So if you just go like this, just a collection of shapes curve here. And there we have some skin folds. The pencil shows right through and somewhere there. Let's bring it down. Now from this point onward, we have to first actually put in the index finger. So knuckle around here, and we come, you could do like sausages, which means that you could go like this, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then right over that you could do the refined sketch. So there's the first finger, there's the first bend, the finger lines, and then we come back down. So put in the essential skin folds and the tip of the index finger. There's our nail. The thumbnail will also show at this angle, so some skin folds or the thumb lines going there. And so the most important elements have been put out of the way, and there's the knuckle definition there. Of course this goes right back. Now for the rest of the hand, so we'll do 1, 2, and much smaller 3. So now we can go and place these fingers similarly, just like this one. Just go along, 1, 2, and that one will pretty much vanish because it doesn't have a key role right here except to just run along with the pack. So right here we'll do some knuckle definition, bring that in. You could do the sausages again, 1, 2, and 3, show that portion there, but you don't need to. You could just go over, follow the guideline from this, and just come in like that. So that's the middle finger already. portion of the nail showing. Similar exercise here, but this finger now is encompassed by this finger, and that is how usually things go. And then the smallest finger also just covered up like that, and we got our hand going, grasping the pencil from the front and somewhat the top view. So of course now hands grasp pencils differently, but this is one conventional way of going about it. If you have a light source, let's say coming in from the top, and let's say that it's actually hitting like this, just for the sake of more character, you're going to do this. Now I'm going to bring that in a little bit. So essentially I will put in the tones going, which are away from the light, like that, and then fade out, going toward the light. And then of course around the knuckles, putting in some crosshatch right there, crosshatch here, some shadow here, fix that a little bit there, and then some shadow falling on the fingers that are against the finger comparatively in the foreground. So shadows going downward, and just certain aspects more illuminated than others. Again, the composition of the knuckles, the composition of the skin, the fingers themselves. I'm putting in the lines there, I forgot to do that. And right there against the thumb, I'm just putting in some shadows here. Shadows right here. And there we have it. So I'm going to actually do a bit of shortcut smudging. Crosshatch again, I was told, is the essential way to cover all the angles of shading, and it makes for very good practice. But when it's a quick sketch right here, so that we could just go through this, just hit the core things, and then have you good folks going on your way, so that you could do your work again, or go about your sketches. The quick way is to go about it with a bit of smudging, and it does help as long as you control it enough to have the image, to have the impression come across. So right here I'm just making certain areas darker again, right there. Of course you could keep on building on the details, and there is really no limit. Of course this hand will also cast a shadow on the paper, but that is, again, if the light source is right there, you could have the shadow going farther there, but then close around the hand and right here. And then of course you could go put in slight tone, and I'm doing this very crudely, very quickly, so that we can just finish it off in time. I put a little bit of shadow there, and now of course I'll have to, according to that shadow, now I have to make certain elements here, around here, either lighter or darker depending on if there is a light source there. I'm imagining there is not, so I'm just going on and making this a bit darker so that it stands against our shadowy backdrop right there. So there is the just some basic things to look out for when you're putting down a hand grasping a pencil. And as I said, the details can be many. Hand hair, some perhaps like veins, perhaps some bone structure, some of the knuckles here cast a very immediate shadow because of the bone structure that comes out of the knuckles going toward the wrist area. But again, that is the story of every different hand. So thank you for watching. Please let us have your comments. Do subscribe. Keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.